A real quick breakdown of meditation. It's the use of a technique to train attention and awareness and achieve a mentally clear and emotionally calm and stable state of being. I don't think meditation really has a goal. I guess long term, it has a goal, but in the moment, you don't really have a goal. You're not like sitting down to meditate so you can achieve this mental stability. It's more like a discipline that you do every day, because over time, you'll see these effects come into your life. So let's get into some techniques. I have 3 listed here. Vipassana, which is essentially focus. Transcendental meditation, which is the use of a mantra while meditating. And Pranayama, which is a breathing exercise. For Vipassana, one of the most common methods of this, it's really just focusing on anything. But one of the most common methods is focusing on your breath, each inhale and exhale. Or you could focus on a specific part of your body. You could focus on the tip of your nose, the spot between your eyes. Let's get into it. For all of these meditations, really, you're going to be sitting down. You could lie down, but it's easier to fall asleep if you do that. So you're going to be sitting down. Your hands don't really matter what they're doing. They can be, I like to keep them up like this. She's like receiving the energies of the heavens, But you can have them down, you can have them in your lap. And I know you've probably seen people doing stuff like this, these are called mudras, and certain mudras bring out certain states of being in a way. And I'm not going to get into that because it's not that important right now if you're just getting started. So we'll start out with Vipassana. So you're going to sit, find a place where your body's in good posture, you're sitting comfortably, and because you don't want to move whenever you're in meditation. The movements can kind of distract you. So you'll find a spot, and for Vipassana, we're going to be focusing on our breath. So you're just going to follow the breath coming in and out of the body. You could focus on the point that it enters your body through your nose, feeling the air coming in and out of your nose. Or you could focus on your belly, the rising and the falling of your belly as air enters and exits your body. Or just the constant rising and falling of the air. You can feel it throughout your whole body. Or you could focus on the tip of your nose. You could just keep bringing your attention back to the tip of your nose, the point between your eye, the center of your hands. And the thing is, your mind's going to wander off, but we use the breath or the tip of your nose or anything else to bring your focus back. So every time you catch yourself wandering off, it's okay. Just allow that to happen, recognize it, and bring your attention back to your breath or whatever it is that you're focusing on. So Transcendental, it's pretty similar to Vipassana, but this time we're using a mantra to focus on. And a mantra is basically like a saying that we repeat over to ourselves silently while we are meditating, while we're sitting here. A simple phrase you could use is bliss, consciousness, unity. You could just repeat those over to yourself, or it could be, if you have any affirmations that you really like, you could repeat those to yourself. Like, you could just say, I am grateful, and that could evoke a feeling of gratitude within yourself, or anything. The options are endless. But I would promote something that is higher energy, perhaps. I wouldn't say, like, everything around me is horrible. That's probably not the best idea, but each their own. So you'll sit in a comfortable posture, and you'll repeat that mantra over to yourself in your head while you sit, basically. That's the beauty of it. It's really simple if you get down to the core of it. But the main thing is that your mind is going to wander. This is really like a big training for the mind. Your mind's constantly wanting to wander and do its own thing. And every time you catch it, you need to bring it back to this mantra. And for pranayama, you've heard prana before, right? It's like the life energy, life force. And that is equated to our breath. Pranayama is just using breathing techniques for meditation. We're going to focus on specifically nadi shodhana, which is alternating breathing between nostrils. They all start the same. You're just sitting here. And for this one, we're going to alternate between our left nostril and our right nostril, breathing out of it. You'll always start with an exhale. So if we start out the left nostril, we'll exhale. And then we'll switch, and then inhale, and exhale. And if we were to finish, we would just finish with a inhale through the left nostril, the one that we started with. So if you were to do this for longer, exhale through your left nostril, switch, inhale, and exhale. Switch, inhale, and exhale through the left. Switch, and you'll do this over and over until you're ready to finish, and you'll finish with an inhale on the left nostril, because we started with an exhale on the left, so we need to even it out. So inhale with the left, and we're done. So yeah, I want to touch on the idea that everything can be a meditation, intentionally or even not intentionally. It's a matter of being very aware of everything, or focusing. So for the example, when I was doing yoga, I was focusing a lot on my breath and pairing it with the movements. So that's what allowed me to go into this meditative state. And people also do this, like walking meditations are a very common thing. It really has a lot to do with just being aware of what you're doing, you know? And that's basically it. It's focusing your attention on something. It's kind of like the flow state, you know, you've probably heard about that. I would say it's pretty similar to a meditative state. If you've ever been in the flow state, you come out of it, it's almost like you're in a trance, and that can be very similar to some times whenever you get into a very deep meditative state. Because meditation, it almost seems like you can get to this state through intense focus, or simply just letting go of the constant thoughts that are always going on, and just taking yourself back from that. And so yeah, cool. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.